Millions of people are living with a heart murmur, a telltale sound caused by blood swooshing to the heart. Some are harmless, but sometimes they are a clue to serious problems with the heart valves. When surgery is called for, technology is allowing repairs to be made safer than ever before. Here's Dennis Duda for Mayo Clinic's News Report.
Given the option, who wouldn't want a surgical procedure that lowers your risk of complications and gets you out of the hospital faster, with much less pain? We're talking about surgery on the valve leading to the largest chamber of your heart, the mitral valve. In 2 to 4% of the population, the valve's tissue fails to seal tightly or prolapses, allowing blood to squirt back in the wrong direction.
The longer a patient has mitral regurgitation and reverse flow of blood through the heart, the more likely they are to have heart failure, atrial fibrillation, and die.
Cardiac surgeon Dr. Rakesh Suri says once the problem becomes severe, patients will need to have surgery. A decade ago, Dr. Suri says that meant an artificial valve replacement for half of all patients. Today, however, he says 99% of patients can have their condition surgically repaired, increasingly with the aid of robotic technology.
If we're able to spare your own mitral valve tissue, that's a good thing for you long term. It's a decreased risk of infection, it's durable, and you don't need blood thinner as you would if you had to replace the valve.
As the head of Mayo Clinic's robotic and minimally invasive cardiac surgical program, Dr. Suri says robotics offer mechanical advantages and magnified high-definition 3D visualization.
To really get a close-up view of the mitral valve inside of the heart itself, and utilize robotic arms that are thinner than my fingertip to slip between the ribs and perform the same operation as we would through an open sternotomy approach.
Open sternotomy involves splitting the chest to access the heart. Unlike the open approach, however, Dr. Suri and colleagues have found that patients treated robotically enjoy a much quicker recovery at no added cost. The breathing tube is removed before they leave the operating room. They're up, walking, and out of intensive care the same night as surgery. Tylenol or ibuprofen is usually enough to control pain instead of narcotics. And they're released from the hospital just 3 days after surgery.
Good job. Cross clamps on, pump back up, run your plea grade 1 liter, please.
After performing more than 500 procedures using a multidisciplinary team, Mayo Clinic, a center of excellence, has a success rate of 99%, with less than a 1% chance of major complication.
There really is nothing like this in heart surgery that we do, and that's why it's such a fulfilling thing to be able to offer to our patients.
For the Mayo Clinic News Network, I'm Dennis Duda.
Dr. Suri recommends that any patient in need of mitral valve repair seek out a center of excellence that performs many of the procedures each year with a very high rate of success. Those who need multiple heart procedures, have peripheral artery disease, or have had previous heart or lung surgeries may not be good candidates for the robotic approach.
Before we go, a brief look at the main headlines. A warm welcome for BVI's medal-winning culinary team. Government is working to control mold in the Central Administration Building. After decades of operations on Virgin Gorda, Byers Creek Resort has closed its doors. More and more individuals are seeking assistance from Family Support Network. Green Exhibition brings awareness of the various applications of recycling. And rare plant species discovered on Tortola as the National Parks Trust works to conserve BVI's flora. In news from the Caribbean, OECS to introduce a swipe card for travel between OECS member states. And 14 Caribbean countries are among 30 territories blacklisted by the European Union as the world's worst tax havens. Just a reminder that you can find all the news stories featured in this newscast as well as previous newscasts on our website jtvlive.net. Additional information and news updates can be found on our Facebook page, facebook.com/jtv55. And if you haven't already, please visit our Facebook page and let us know that you like us. Of course, all our news features, press conferences, and Spotlight's top news segment with Sean Rose can also be found on our JTV News YouTube channel. We welcome your questions and comments. You can email us at jtvnews@hotmail.com. I'm Ino Soman. Thank you for watching.